I wanted to show you briefly the timegrapher. It's this computer. So the computer is connected to basically a stand with a microphone. So it's listening to the tick-tock of the watch. This watch is running, and it's just a little background. It's a 1927, size 12, 17 joule, grade 479, model 4. Now you find that by looking on the back of the watch, and there's a, I don't know if I can do this. Hang on one second. So you look on the back of the watch, and you'll never see it at this magnification, but up here there's numbers, and the numbers, of course, are these numbers, 300, 300, 35290, and I look it up on a database and I get all this information. Okay, so we'll put the watch back. Okay, so I put it back. Now, on this machine, you have to set the lift angle. The lift angle comes up default 52, but it's too low, so I'm gonna change it. I looked it up, and it's supposed to be, on these watches, it's unusually high. It's 55. So I set it for 55, and then I start the device, the computer, and it's listening to the beat. So it's playing back the tick-tock of the clock. So what it's listening to is, this is the balance wheel. It's like a pendulum. It goes back and forth. Now the amount that this moves, they call it the impulse pin. They look on this side, and that's the angle, the lift angle. It's just a setting. So all of these things are really important. So what the computer is listening to is trying to determine how far this wheel swings one way and then the other way. So it goes back and forth and back and forth. So you look up here, it'll settle down, and the numbers will change depending upon how wound up it is, how tight the mainspring is. So going across, it's trying to estimate the timing accuracy. So it says it's a little fast. It's like 20 seconds a day. The amplitude is the amount that this moves. You really want a good, healthy amplitude. Some of them are very weak, and if they're very weak, it'll have a really poor timing outcome. Now, the amplitude determines kind of the health of the clock or the watch, but this is the ratchet system that does the timing of this main sprocket gear. It click, 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 go back and forth. That's the sound that's been made. How else? Now, I'm still learning. This is new to me too. So this is a pretty clean graph, meaning all the impulses are close together. I think on the rise means it's too fast. I think you want it ideally to be flat. What the good news here is that the beat error at 0.3 milliseconds is pretty low. I mean, you really want this ideally 0, but 0.3 milliseconds is really small. So the beat error is how much this swing compares to that swing, the difference between the swing one way to the other, one way to the other. You want that as low as possible. There are adjustments you can do, and a more expert professional can make adjustments to the balance wheel, get this number down. You want this number fairly high. It's reading low for some reason. This was a healthy watch. It was closer to 200. I'm guessing it's going to go back up, or maybe I just put it in the machine a little differently. But that's kind of a quick overview.